Today marks 14 years. Nope, not my birthday. Nope, not even my anniversary. This is 14 years since the first service at Grace Point Church in Biddeford. Crazy to believe. I told my daughters this and they said, wasn't the first service on a Sunday? Yes, child, it was. Pretty incredible looking back. And I thought, what are some of the lessons that I've learned in 14 years? And I thought, I'm not sure if I've learned the lessons that I was supposed to, and maybe the lessons I have learned I haven't interpreted correctly. So I thought maybe I would just share some things that I'm grateful for 14 years later. And I wrote them down on a piece of paper, which I never do. But 14 years later, here's a couple things I am grateful for tonight. First of all, I'm grateful for people that have come to know Jesus, and I've seen people grow in their walk with God. That has been so exciting. That's the reason that we felt called to the Biddeford area to introduce more people to Jesus. And to see that transformation happen has been awesome. We have loved that. We are so privileged to have been a part of that. And so privileged to be a part of many of your spiritual journeys and walk with God. And so that to us is such a blessing, and we're thankful for that. We're thankful for friends within the church. One of the things I heard growing up is like, you can't have any friends in your church. And I think there's complications to that at times. And certainly those friendships have been tested and there's been hard times. But I am just so thankful for me and for my family, for the friends that we have within the church and developing friendships. And we're just so grateful for that. And so grateful for our friends that are not part of the church family, but in South Carolina, Grace Baptist Fellowship, churches and friends that have loved us and supported us and cared for us through each stage of the journey. And so we are just so grateful as a family for that. I'm thankful for prayer. I talk to people and they're like, oh, we pray for you or for your ministry or for your family on a regular basis. And boy, that just means so much. And so we are so grateful for the prayers that we have received from God's people. I'm also grateful for ministry partners. Moving to Maine, we didn't really know a lot of people up here in the ministry, and we have met some wonderful friends and partners in ministry, and the joys of sharing that. It's just been so tremendous. And so I think I expected coming to Maine to be really a lonely, isolated outpost, and yet in the grace of God, there's just been so many friends and so many mentors and wisdom shared and prayer shared and laughter and tears at times. But we're grateful for that. I'm certainly grateful for my wife. This was a journey that the timing, she was like, I think this is time to go. And we headed to Maine. And yeah, I just can't say enough good about her. And truly, she's someone, as the book of Proverbs says, that my heart trusts in her, and her kids rise up and call her blessed. And so I am just grateful for her being on this crazy journey. This is church plant number 2, in essence, for us. And so it just means a ton to have her with me on this journey. And also, I'm still grateful for my kids. One of the concerns and goals that we had when we started Grace Point was we wanted our kids to love Jesus more as a result of ministry, not less. And sometimes there's challenges, I know, and we've experienced them. And yet I am so grateful for our kids. They love Jesus. They love each other. They love us. Just could not be more grateful for that. And I am grateful that by the grace of God, we're still in it. I never set out to do 14 years. Like, that's crazy. I mean, some of you know me pretty well. You're like, I don't think he's got the attention span for 14 years. How did you get here? Well, you do 13 and then you just do one more year. That's pretty much how you get to 14. But I am truly grateful. Like the joys that we've get to see. And sure, there's been some challenges and difficulties. But even in those difficulties, you see God work in ways that you just would not expect. And so to all that have been part of the journey, I thank you. Certainly there's a piece where I think you look back and you always hope to make a bigger kingdom impact, but you're grateful for what you've done to date by the grace of God, and you hope by the grace of God to see that continue to multiply. And so I'm so grateful, not just for Grace Point, but for so many of the churches in the area that I see healthy and growing. And so I just say, keep going.